I am in a box. If I fit, I sit. Hello and welcome back to the 5th episode of the Elder Scrolls Online. First off, I'd like to say thank you to all of those of you who have been following this playthrough up until now, and hopefully you will onwards. I never expected to make 50 episodes of this. When I started out, I was like, okay, this is not bad, but it didn't pull me in the same way the Skyrim did when I played it. So I wasn't really feeling it. I was a bit lukewarm about it. There were quips about... I still have the thing that I don't like about this game, mainly the lack of lore. When the world is so big, you'd think there'd be a lot of lore, and expecting from Bethesda / Cinemax here, you'd expect a lot more lore than was actually available to you. With that said, I think I've come to like the Elder Scrolls Online. Not as much as Skyrim or Oblivion, but it has its own charm. And considering it's the first MMO RPG I've played ever, if you don't count, what is it called? RuneScape, back in the day, then I would say I have my doubts about MMO RPGs. Let me just check them out before we're going. Not this route. Okay. I have my doubts about. I have my prejudices about RPGs, because it takes a while to get things started, and you often need to press a lot of buttons and do a lot of stuff that seem very unrelated. However, I've been happily surprised by the Elder Scrolls Online in that regard. The lore that you can find is of the quality, not quantity, but quality of that you'd expect from an Elder Scrolls game, and I like that. So I really wish I want to keep on playing, and I don't have any reason to stop. At least not on my part, and I don't think there should be a technical problem. If so, it would probably have appeared by now. So, what are we going to do this episode? Well, since it's episode 50, I figured we've been putting off Elden Root off for long enough. So let's spend the day in Elden Root. We can do crafting, we can do all sorts of silly things. I am not completely done with the area around South Point. There is 1 or 2 quests that I still need to do. But I figured, level 50 is a bit of a milestone. Well, not level 50, but episode 50. Ooh, what's here? Crafting station. Wine Shade Lodge. Interesting. On one boss must respond to the Dominion. I think I've read that. Well, I have, because it's not lighting up. Alright, Twilight's Embrace. Do I have anything to not here, nope. Alright, any... Ooh, and a jewelry. I don't think I have anything for this. Nope, I do not. Okay. Any woodworking? Oh, this was not woodworking, this was cloth. I have 2 and they both take 4 days. No, this one take 8 days. Well, let's do the shorter one first. Researchable. Getting rid of that. And this is woodworking. Let's see. No shields, that's fine. Any bows? Nope, 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 nope. And no staffs. Okay, so not a whole lot of crafting there. But, and is that a barrel? I suppose so. Alright, well, there's no need to hang around if there's no more crafting to be done. So back to the road we go. Yeah, actually, one of the quests that's marked right now, find Sorian at Sweetbreeze Cottage, is unfinished because, well, it didn't fit with the episode. So let's go to see if we can find a quest. Rendezvous with the Carrying, missing prophecy. Talk to Rhea. No, I think those are more. Yeah, talk to the Great Tree. Talk to King Qa'Rajh. That seems important. Should also be on the lookout for treasures, of course, if we can find any. Roots under ruins. I have no idea what that is, but we're not going in there in this episode. Oh. Caravan horse. Ah, and a merchant. Wonderful.
Greetings, Walker. Rabamak has many spotless goods. You will come and look, yes?
Why would I want to intimidate him? I'm not a bad guy. I think we have a couple of things that I can sell, mostly because I did a bit of a, shall we say, raid. Don't need that. Do we have anything that we have 2 of? Yes. Don't need to be carrying those around. Or that. Or that. Or that. Might as well make a bit of a buck while I'm at it. I think I've had that. Need sell for nothing, but well, clearing out my inventory sounds like a good idea. That one is researchable, so I should not sell that. Anything else? I don't think so. No. Well, that's fine. We got our inventory down by about 10. So one would assume that... Oh. Well, we can discover this place, if nothing else, and get the experience for that. Unless you have to go in to do that? Probably. So there's just an excavation here of some sorts. Now, question is, would there be any loot? Doesn't seem like... Oh. Steal from the truck. Well, I have to be hidden before I can steal anything. Sturdy iron lantern. Yoink! No one notices. Ginkgo tonic. Recipe already known. That's handy. So it actually says if I know the recipe or not, so I have no reason to steal that. Oh, a law book. Fantastic. Devouring a Gil Vardel. Standing with the Mages Guild raised slightly. Found all law books in Grathwood law. Well, that was considering how little of Grathwood we've actually seen. We've practically only done about maybe 35% of the map, and all of this up here is untouched and unexplored. That is pretty impressive that that was all the lore for Grathwood. Alright. Baskets. Nah. I don't think they are worth it. Sack. Bitter green. Nope, I don't need that. Alright, I think we got pretty much everything we wanted from the outskirts of this place. As I said, I don't want to head inside at the moment. Visiting Elden Root sounds like a great idea. If I could find the road. Let's see. Oh, I need to go way down this road. Don't know how I've... Oh, I obviously went off the road myself, so yeah, that would actually make sense. Alright. What have we here? Someone named Sarandel. That would be... just looking for treasure chests by roads and such. Obviously, as there aren't as many rocks as in Oregon, there aren't... Okay, what? Long Coast Dolmen. I don't have any interest with the Dolmen, but this encampment... Oh, this looks like a place for a stage of some kind. A play, almost. Oh, that's the that's the carnival that was mentioned before. Well, I will not pick up this quest right now. Like I said, we are heading to Elden Root, and that is a fairly short distance, but I think getting to Elden Root in this episode will be a good sort of marker for where this is going. We're getting to the territory of I have not been through this. On my PC playthrough, way back, I got to Elden Root and began questing, but then my hard drive decided to not live any longer, and the game disappeared because it wasn't bought off of Steam, and I didn't get the code to redeem it, and yeah. Anyway, it's not a big loss. It was taking a lot of time playing it on PC, and I think it works well for consoles. I haven't, obviously. So I think those fortifications would be the outskirts of Elden Root Guard. So that's probably Elden Root. Marathon.
This one serves the Dominion well, and knows many others are the same way as he. What happens when all we disgruntled walkers refuse to fight for elves who do nothing for us? Battles will be lost. This, I promise.
He probably does have a point. I mean, he does have a point. So, we can head into Elden Root via this route, or we can go the main and go to these regular elven buildings, which was what we saw earlier when we discovered Mobile Mine. Seems there's a pond here with the road leading to it. So there actually, apart from this way, there actually isn't any way going straight west from Elden Root, or straight north. Oh well. Let's go see the buildings first. I don't know if it's important, but we shall give it a look over. I want to discover as much of Elden Root I can before meeting King Camoran. Someone knocked over the fruit here. Like a stand for horses? Do you think there is treasure within these rocks? There's wolves. Oh, what? Nothing in the backpack. Okay, here. Oh, I knew there was a reason to come up here. I think I remember this one from my PC playthrough. I hear you, wolves. There we go. Well, that had little interest, but maybe the camp holds something. Nope. Heavy sack. 10 apples. Ooh, I don't know that recipe. Not sure why it would be in an urn, but who am I to question Bosma customs? See this place? Oh, a spider. At least the spider doesn't have anything that it can heal up with. Alright. See, I would expect there to be a treasure chest up here by this sort of cliff. But no, apparently not. it could be that there also is something of a... Oh, that's the carnival again. All right, just take you out. There we go. So, the western entrance to Elden Root. Oh, wolves at it again. Well, a little bit of extra experience can't hurt. Eh. Ooh! That could have hurt, though. It didn't. But it could. I'd rather not tempt fate with my own health. Alright, let's see this place. I think I saw a marker for an outlaw's refuge, which is essentially the Thieves' Guild. Elden Root Guard, hello. What is that? A pewter seam? Oh, why not? What is up here? Potentially nothing. Bantam Gua. That's fine. Oh, well, there's no entrance, so... At least not what I can see. There might be, but... Okay. What is beach? That's... I think I actually have a stack of that, so we can take a bit more. Might sell for a pretty penny, if nothing else. Right, Elden Root. So that's the big tree there. Alright. Let's take a look at the map. Haha! Elden Root Outlaw's Refuge. I knew it. So that's around back there. Advertisement? What is that advertisement about? Now I think we should begin picking up quests. What is this place even? This is Aldmeri Embassy. That's probably important. Advertisement. Wanted courier, travel Qa'Rajh. Meet new people. Set your own hours. Speak with Entheras, a tree shade expert north of Elden Root for details. That seems like a fair... Okay, it's around the back. Obviously, because they wouldn't have an entrance to an underground lair in the middle of the street. If they did, that would be ballsy. And well, the Thieves' Guild, or its ilk, are not like that. No, sir. So, by all... Ah, there it is. Well, that isn't exactly hidden. Alright, I think I need to visit a fence anyway. The outlaws of Qa'Rajh have secretly excavated and occupied some of the extensive ancient ruin beneath Elden Root. Their chambers demonstrate that while they may break the law, they still adhere to the Green Pact. Ooh, pretty lights. Ah, that's the tree I use in my thumbnails. I was wondering because I didn't think I had seen that before. Badali. That's where they store their OG. I don't want to speak to anyone who isn't a fence. Ah! Hello.
My, you've been busy. Let us do business, my friend.
Okay, did not expect him to sound like that. Let's see. I have a couple of stolen things like that. Ooh. Glow sticks. Moon sugar chawbox. Oh, that's a nice find! Smuggler's doll, city on lantern, travel smith kit. Whoop. I don't need glow sticks. Let's see, cotton. Yeah, sure. Alright, clearing out my inventory. Adamantine. Nope, I don't need that. Lockpicks, I do need. Cinnamon grubbles, I can always eat those if nothing else. So how much did we make there? 1,500 gold, roughly. Ooh, that's nice. Moneylender. I don't need to lend money. Well, I think we've done what we can here. Another fence. Well, these definitely seem more encamped than those of Oregon. Ooh, cool arrows though. Oh, what are you? Amelia Crow.
Word of advice. Urges aside.
Oh, yes. That was the quest about killing someone. Fa'ala. Right. Well, we've done what we came for. We've discovered this place, and we've cleared up a bit of our inventory. So, back to Elden Root we go. And I'll just grab a little more coffee. Trials will always have the following icon beside their name. Once you discover a trial, you can fast travel to it at any time. Alright. What? Why did it go to... Oh, because it activates, when I activate a new quest line, it automatically puts that quest line as my current quest line, which isn't always what you want. Normally it's very nice and keeps questing tidy, but sometimes it can be a bit of a bother. What's under here, Marostale? What do you do?
May the hand of Auriel guide us to greater peace than exists in this moment. No house or kinship should suffer undue strife from within, and that is exactly what the Dominion is encountering now. It's troubling.
Well, if you say so, what have we here? Mages Guild? Perhaps? Or... Aldmeri Embassy Barracks. Ooh, wanted Skolak. Wanted Skolak. Skolak, an orc of ill repute, must be brought to justice. This brigand is a known criminal, guilty of countless acts of murder, banditry, and the abduction of your fellow citizens and selling them into slavery. Rumor placed Skolak near Mobar Mine. Ooh, the Thalmor shall issue a suitable reward to the one who delivers his head. Curinere. Well now we have a reason to go into Mobar Mine. Not that we didn't have a reason in the first place, but now we have a definite reason. Alright, well, right, we need to go this way. Go through that gate, it seems, to discover the rest of Elden Root, or actually discover Elden Root. We are only in the outskirts, in the Aldmeri Embassy. That will obviously come to play later, I think. Got a Shadow Man here. Hello, Shadow Man. Ooh. Lots of colorful people here. But that is not why we are here now, is it? There's a way shrine, that's good. Elden Hollow should be up here. I don't know what that is. Trunk Shade Traders. Obviously because they are in the shade of the trunk.
Come, do your trading here.
Oh, the way shrine is in the middle of the tree. Well, that's handy. I like that. And it seems that Flabby also likes that. get a bit of extra experience.
Now,
That's
as
nice.
I'm sure you've all noticed, the Elden Tree is impressively tall. Equally impressive is that King Comoran Aradon's throne lies in the tallest branches of the tree.
Excuse me, is it really at the top? If so, how would one get up there to meet with him?
A trunk has 3 landings within it. The topmost one takes you to the king's throne. The climb is worth it, I assure you.
No, a guided tour. Well, we obviously need to head up. I think the crafting stuff and such is here.
I heard she had nothing to do with it.
This is about Cormount, isn't it? Don't blame her because you backed the wrong side.
Ooh. For glory! Calling all adventurers, sellswords, and spellslingers, heroes and ne'er-do-wells. You long for a greater challenge? Try your might at the battlegrounds where games of glory and gore await you. We seek the greatest champions of the land for our contest of strategy and skill. Speak to Battlemaster Riven for more information. Ah, I saw that one back in Vocal Guard and had no intention of joining it then. Man, I can't say my disposition have changed. PvP is not my style. I'm never gonna be. Upper level. Ooh. Doth our quest mark here. Ooh. Aronin. Alright, well, I thought you had something important to say. Okay. Oh, this is the crafting pitch. Fairly spacey. I mean, they paved the inside of a tree, which, I don't know, that seems kind of bonkers. Ooh, equipment crafting bricks. Nah. I have questioned that one too. Apparently so. Aminore. Aduber sa. Oh, I will speak to you. There we go.
This one is being pressured by his family to seek a mate from our political alliances. Adubersa's quandary is the wood elves. They seem so lazy, and you cannot trust their cooking. But the high elves are so tall. They are very tall, truly.
Words of wisdom. More free experience. Don't mind if I do. Alright, well, it seems he's sitting on his throne. That makes him pretty easy to find. I can't say that I mind. There's a lot of people here. What would happen if a Daedric invasion would suddenly bloom here? That would be bad, wouldn't it? Hello.
You're a bold one to approach so fearlessly. Give me a good reason to speak with you. I'll make it seem like you're here at my request. Otherwise, my subjects will think you cut the line and start sizing you up for dinner.
Queen Irene sent me to help deal with the unrest.
How thoughtful. I could hardly turn down such a generous gift. Especially with the trouble brewing in Elden Root. How are you at building embassies? You see, Queen Irene promised one would be built for the Qa'Rajh as a gesture of goodwill. But now a year has passed and there's still no Qa'Rajh embassy. This has led to no end of headaches.
What has caused the delay?
You wish to serve the Comoran throne? You can start by asking Prince Naaman why his people aren't fulfilling their promises. He's the one who seems to have the entire Elden Tree lodged up his flue. I can say that. I'm the king.
Okay. I mean, I like this guy. He does have a bit of a smirk to him. I'll ask Prince Naaman. Quelled unrest in the city of Elden Root. You know what? The honor of the queen. Oh, well, he's right here. That makes things easier.
Don't leave your mouth to hang agape.
King Cameron Airden says there are some problems with the Qa'Rajh embassy.
Again, my sister, Queen Irene, foolishly committed to build the Qa'Rajh an embassy months ago. Everything was to be handled through Ambassador Tarinwe at the Ultima Embassy.
Why has it been
You
delayed?
don't get to question me. Not after you slew High Kin Lady Estri. Do you think I'm one to have a chat with the person who killed my wife? That will break out the Sylphmead and share a good laugh?
I think Queen Irene trusts you to put the Dominion's interest before your own.
I suppose that's my burden. Very well. I won't give you the satisfaction of doubting my loyalty. You were asking after the Qa'Rajh?
I already did, so too late, mate. Yes, what would have delayed their embassy's
Ask the
construction?
stonemason. I have to prepare for the ratification ceremony before Queen Irene's arrival. I can't be troubled with such minor issues. If you care to pursue the matter, speak with Ambassador Tarinway at the Aldmeri Embassy.
What's a ratification
An
ceremony?
archaic wood elf ritual. If she dances to their tune, Queen Irene will be recognized by the heavens as a worthy candidate for Emperor of Tamriel. Rubbish, if you ask me.
With all that's happening, why did Queen Irene offer to build the Qa'Rajh an
To
embassy?
promote harmony, she'd tell you. The same reason she picked this bizarre tree city as the Dominion's capital. She wants every member of the Dominion to feel as though they're equal.
You disagree with the Queen Irene's plans?
We need to be unified against our enemies, and having a high elf in charge is paramount to our success. But do we really need all this coddling? The ratification ceremony, the business with the embassy, more problems due to harmony.
Well, if you want to let the High Elves fight alone that badly, you are welcome to see if that is possible. Good luck with that, twat. There are people that just comes off.
Lines, are you? You're confident, I'll give you that. Strode right up to the king.
Who are you?
Zerith, Vine Dusk Ranger. You could say we keep King Qa'Rajh and Eredon in touch with his people. Watch yourself. The boughs of the Elden Tree are bright and beautiful, but they cast long shadows.
What
A
do you
year
mean?
ago, the king nearly lost Elden Root to a civil war. People have long memories. But that's old news. Just keep your wits about you and you'll be fine.
Alright. Alright, so we have to go back to the Aldmeri Embassy. Good thing that we know exactly where that is. I wonder, can I ride my horse in here? You cannot mount in this location. Oh, but Raisins wanted to come out. What have we here? The Adventurer's Armament. I suppose another way to ease the burden on my inventory would be to visit a banker. There was one in Haven, and I'd be very surprised if there wasn't one here in Elden Root. Oh, I can mount here. Well, don't mind if I do. Okay, so I think that's... Why are there arrows on the map? That's weird. Oh well. The westernmost entrance is obviously the one closest to the embassy. Some fancy looking armor that dude had. I'm not sure it's safe to be running while riding in the saddle. Then again, I've only been on a horse twice in my life myself, so perhaps I'm not one to talk. Alright. Well, there we go. There's a small gathering here. That could either be good or bad. Why do they have raised weapons like that? That's concerning. Alright. Really, we should head into all buildings and see if they have any things of interest. Sintananil.
Do please leave me my space. I am researching the vagaries of culture in Valenwood, to best avoid committing any social blunders as we work in the region. Evidently, before we arrived, the Bosmer would non-violently raid fellow villages. Bizarre.
That is rather bizarre indeed, but... I can't talk to you. Well, then I won't. Who? Can we... No, they have both their backs turned and hit. Oh, no. We are hitting. Sturdy iron lantern. Well, don't mind if I take another one of those. La dee 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 dee. Whoop. Good thing there's a divider here. Whoa! Whoa! Either she don't care or... Oh,
Excuse me. You are in my light. We are establishing a scene here. You are interfering in art. Please leave.
Okay, okay, okay. Don't need to be that crass about it. Maybe if I go over here and wait for someone to turn their back, perhaps? No, that's not gonna happen with her standing like that. Damn it. Oh, she's a painter in full plate armor. I guess, let's see, that one is empty. This one has absolutely nothing to it. Wonderful. Empty. Ooh, it's gonna be hard to be hidden here unless I am. Ah, star metal. Don't need that. Don't need that, don't want that. The kitchen. I could use a snack. Or 3. Door training pamphlet. Yoink! Kilo Limar. Either he was using makeup or he had very dark spots around his eyes. Someone needs to sleep. Ooh. This would be hard to become hidden unless I am. Ooh, so sneaky. Hello? Why are you looking in a halfway broken box? Oh, well, not my business. As long as you look in that box, it means I can steal without care. Okay, now this is just weird. I get that bookshelves that doesn't appear, that appears to have a lot of books, only linger one book of interest. But this has no visible books at all, yet there is a book here. What? Have some consistency for fuck's sake. That's empty. Are we hidden? Yes. Ooh. Use to learn recipe. That's even something I can get rid of. Pocket rules for kick the Qa'Rajh. That sounds mean. Let's, I believe we have a couple of these learnable things. Whoop. Okay. Looking for loot, looking for loot. Don't mind me, I'm just passing through, I'm not... Oh, this is gonna be a tricky one, unless it isn't. Moonstone. I suppose I could carry that one. I use it for crafting after all. Battle of Red Mountain. Worm food. Are we hidden? Yes, we are. Nothing of interest. Alright, I think we pilfered pretty much everything we could from this place. Unless there is more. What? Why can I not? I'm not pleased with that. There's obviously a trunk and Mac's portrait card. Yoink! And yoink! And yoink! Anything near the throne? Like something in... Nope. I'm just a throne inspector, looking to see if the seat is probably soft. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. You see, Qa'Rajh have very sensitive behinds, and with their tail they are masterful at discovering whether a pillow is soft enough or too hard. So please don't mind me. Of course my bum is clean. Hello, Ambassador Zarinwe.
I suppose a wanderer like you wouldn't know what busy looks like. I will demonstrate. Feel free to observe, quietly and from a distance.
Prince Naemon said I should speak with you.
Forgive my manners. There's so much to do in preparing for Queen Iren's ratification ceremony. Tempers fray, as I'm sure you can understand. But if Prince Naemon sent you, it must be important. What can I do for you?
Why isn't the Qa'Rajh embassy constructed?
Why would Prince Naemon care about that? If they are too lazy to build their own embassy, can't they afford an inn?
Prince Naemon says it was your responsibility.
Well, of course, I ordered it done. I hired some wood elves to excavate the stone and set aside supplies for Qa'Rajh to use. It isn't my fault if the locals couldn't do their jobs.
Where
Check
are
our
the supplies?
storeroom. The Qa'Rajh didn't even bother to pick up the supplies. In the meantime, I'm off to locate Prince Naemon. If he didn't send you here with his blessing, I'll see you face Dominion justice.
Well, it's not exactly his blessing, considering that I killed his wife. Whoops.
What Prince Naemon thinks of your impertinent questions.
Well, he doesn't like them, but you don't really have a choice. Why? Are you okay, dude? Hold on. He does not look like he's breathing. He actually looks very, very dead. Huh. Oh. Yoink! Haha! The only thing I've ever done. Why do you guys have the weapons up? That's... Investigate storeroom. Corporal Malin. Oh.
That's far enough. The storeroom is off limits. Ambassador Tarinwe's orders.
Ambassador Tarinwe sent me to inspect the storeroom.
That's different then. Show me her orders and I'll stand aside.
She didn't give me any
I can't let
orders.
you inside. Her instructions were very specific. No one gets in without her written permission. I'm to remain at my post until relieved. Except in an emergency, of course.
So, the Qa'Rajh workers have not been there to pick up the supplies, but there is an armed guard standing and blocking the way, saying that no one is getting in. Well, what kind of emergency?
Riot. That would be bad. Very bad. Or a fire, of course. But the chances of that happening are slim.
I really need to get into the storeroom. What do I do? I'll figure something out. If you don't step aside, you're going to have an emergency.
What? Did you hear that? I could have sworn it was my captain calling me away.
Goodbye. Distract the storeroom guard. Well, I didn't even know that was my quest, but suppose that'll do. That will do indeed. Okay. I expect this place to be in... Supply crate. The blankets inside this crate are full of holes and the tools are broken. All the supplies inside are worthless. Wonderful. The food sack is full of rotten meat, old bones, and spoiled grain. There's nothing edible inside. Oh, I thought that ladder would lead up, but it does not. Well, that's concerning.
Where
I
is the
think
guard?
that...
And what are you doing here? I'd expected you would solve problems at the embassy, not cause them. Do you realize what's happening out here? Oh, never mind. Explain what you were doing in that storeroom.
Ambassador Tarinwood told me to search the storeroom.
Why would she do that? Oh, never mind. Well, what did you find?
Don't mind Flabby, she's just flabbing. The supplies reserved for the Khajiit are useless.
Typical bureaucratic corruption. I expected better of the ambassador. No matter. Supplies can be replaced. What about the Khajiit embassy? Did she say why construction hasn't begun?
She said she hired a local crew to collect stone from the nearby ruins.
Collect stone? That should have happened months ago. They should be ready to build it. I'll talk to the ambassador myself. Put the fear of the Dominion into her.
The ambassador says she was heading to look for you.
I'm surprised we didn't pass each other on the road. Get to those ruins and find that work crew. I want to know why they haven't done their jobs. I won't have Queen Iren's word impugned by someone else's incompetence.
I think the good ambassador is less than friendly sorts. Ancient ruins. Ooh, so we're heading into the bowels below Elden Root. But I think that's enough for this episode. So again, thank you for sticking through with the 50 episodes. You're welcome. So thank you very much. I think next time we shall head into Mobar Mine and search for that orc criminal who was wanted for a fair sum of gold, and then we shall see if the Dominion is willing to give that fair sum of gold, or if it's just a hoax to get a criminal off the land and brought to justice. I want my reward for a job done. We also have to find Sorion at Sea Breeze Cottage. But I suppose that's all for next time. Well, again, thank you all so much for sticking with me through these 50 episodes. And, well, here's to perhaps another 50 more. There's plenty of areas, of questing, of lore to be found. They're still making this game. As I've mentioned, the only area of elsewhere so far is Qa'Rajh's Roost, which is only a tiny, tiny island. So there is still a lot more things to come. And now that Somerset Isles are there, there's also a lot more Aldmeri Dominion area that I can do. So, but yeah, that's all for this time. So, until next time, and to 50 more, if not more than that, take care.